Hey, what's up guys? Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and I wanted to say thank you to everybody that has completed the Average Jailbreaker survey, which I kind of put together a little over a week ago, and I actually spent at least most of yesterday compiling all of the information and the data and creating this infograph as you see it right here in front of you. Now, you will be able to view this if you'd like. I'll leave the link down in the description, but I will be doing a kind of quick run through of it for those of you that might not want to actually interact with it yourselves. But I would recommend checking it out. It's pretty awesome. So thank you to the 2,608 people that have completed the survey. Thank you very, very much. That is really awesome. That's a lot of great data that I have received from all of the different surveys. So 2,608 people completed the surveys. Now, right here I put note, questions were skippable. Numbers will vary depending on if you answered them. Next question was, are you a boy or a girl? 95% of people are, at least 95% of jailbreakers are guys, and the other 5% are girl, obviously. Next we got, what race, ethnicity are you? Now again, do keep in mind that this isn't the absolute most accurate, because my YouTube videos are obviously in English, so this is limited to pretty much anybody that can speak English or understand English. So I'm sure there is a lot of people out there that are, European or, Asian that do not speak any English, and they definitely probably rely on different things besides my videos. But this is still, like I said, some great information. So dominantly white, followed by Hispanic, Latino, also Asian, and then Black, African American, Middle Eastern, other, and Pacific Islander. Now, like I said, these are all interactable. So as you can see here, you can view the actual numbers that were in the survey. Next, how old are you? Definitely, dominantly, most of you are teenagers, followed by 20-year-olds, and then followed by 30-year-olds. So that's a pretty accurate reading right there. What is your skill level in regards to jailbreaking? Mostly everybody is an advanced user, and there is quite a few average users. Not very many noobs. I think that, once you get into jailbreaking, you just kind of, take the horse by the reins, so to say, and just get really into it. At least that's how it was for me before I even started creating videos for you guys back in the day. That once I discovered how to jailbreak, I really got into it and wanted to figure out, how to do everything, and it was really quite fun. There was a few developers, a few hackers, and then some other here that did that. Also, have you ever released a Cydia tweak, theme, etc.? Most of you have not, which is pretty self-explanatory, but there still was quite a few that have, and there is even more that are planning on doing it, so that's pretty awesome. Would you switch to Android/other if jailbreaking was impossible? Almost half of you will not. You will stay with your iDevice even though there is no jailbreak, so that's pretty awesome. That's something I would do as well. I probably would never switch to Android just because I love my iDevices that much. Next is, if you were charged a fee in order to jailbreak, what is the highest amount of money you would pay? Somebody put $500. Of course, the minimum submitted was $0. The overall average of everybody's money that they put in was $12.79. So that's a pretty decent number for a jailbreak, in my opinion. Unfortunately, the most frequent was $0. Most of you will not pay for a jailbreak. 56% of you will pay $5 or less, and surprisingly, a quarter of you would pay $20 or more. So there was quite a few of you that would pay quite a bit for a jailbreak, as I would myself. And then 32% of you will pay nothing. So 32% of you guys put in 0. Still not a big deal. It's all opinion. Do you own more than one jailbroken device? Most of you actually do. So that's pretty cool. So you probably have an iPhone and an iPod, or an iPhone and an iPad, or whatever it might be. So that's pretty awesome. Now here's an awesome question. Which jailbroken device do you use most often? The winner is the iPhone 5. That actually kind of caught me surprised. I really thought it was going to be the iPhone 4S just because I feel like more people, would have a 4S. I don't know why, I just feel that way. But iPhone 5, followed by the 4S, followed by the 4, followed by the iPod Touch 4th generation, 5th generation, and then it is the iPhone 3GS or older, and then the iPad 2, and so on and so forth. So that's a really cool kind of little chart right there. And I just got a tweet. Next is iPhone versus iPod versus iPad with the data from the chart above. Dominantly, most of you have a jailbroken iPhone that you use on a daily basis, iPod Touch, and iPad. So now the next is, what iOS version, and I got another tweet. Sorry about that, guys. What iOS version are you jailbroken on? Almost all of you are on iOS 6.1.x, so 6.1.2 probably, and then it would be 6.1. And judging by this info right here, surprisingly, there's still quite a bit of people that are still on iOS 5, so that's pretty cool. And next, are you using the evasion jailbreak? Almost everybody is. As you can see, 2,259 people are using the evasion jailbreak. So it's awesome to know that almost everybody is up to date. And there's actually, let's see here, what is the number? 14 people that have no idea. And let me silent my iPhone here real quick. This is getting ridiculous. All right. So there's actually, like I said, 14 people that don't know what they've used to jailbreak. That's kind of funny in my opinion. Okay, how many tweaks do you have installed? The average amount of tweaks installed is 22 overall, so that's pretty nice. That's a pretty, a pretty average number if you ask me. That's a lot of different things to make your device that much better. Lowest submitted was 1, and the highest submitted was 300. Yeah, 300. So if you have 300 tweaks on your device, I'm sure it's crashing on a daily basis, and I'm sure you're probably getting bad battery life. I don't see any reason why you should have 300 tweaks on your device, even if you're a developer. That's just an absolutely ridiculous number. The most common was 20, so most of you have 20 tweaks on your device. How many non-default repos do you have? It looks like everybody has 3 to 5, followed by 1 to 2, 6 to 10. A few of you have over 10. That's pretty impressive. And then 221 have none, just the stock repos. So that's nice. Next we got, do you pirate or buy paid Cydia tweaks and themes? Now what I mean by pirate is obviously having a pirate source so that you can get all of the paid stuff for free. Now this, I definitely would agree that it relates to the age. What age are you? Which was in the beginning of this chart. For those of you that are under 18 and don't have an Amazon account or a PayPal, obviously it probably is really, really hard for you guys to buy tweaks on Cydia. But surprisingly, almost 40% of you do pay for paid Cydia tweaks. And that's just really great news. That is, at least in my opinion, some great support for the developers and creators of all of this awesome stuff that you do use on a daily basis, and it does make your device that much more better. So, battery life on a typical day. Most of you, it lasts almost all day, so that's pretty good. And you can just kind of see all the rest here, how they work their way down, and I'm sure these do relate to how many tweaks you have and what iDevice you do have. So, if you have like an iPhone 3GS, obviously, even non-jailbroken, your battery isn't going to last, all day, in my opinion, just because it's an older device and it's been used and worn out. But I will be creating a video on how to kind of make your battery life get a bit better on your iDevices, so stay tuned in for that. Next is, has jailbreaking affected your battery life? Most of you, of course, is indifferently. And then working our way up here is poorly, very poorly, improved it a bit. So I can see that actually. There's a few things that you can use with tweaks that will actually improve it. And then improved it a lot was a few of you. Also, how often does your device crash? Again, most of you have very rarely / never, so that's pretty awesome. And then there is still quite a few devices that do crash. So I'm gonna probably say that's again gonna relate to what device and how many tweaks you have installed. Of course, just one little tweak could be causing it all the time. So again, I will make a video on this as well here in the near future to kind of help you or try to guide you to not getting any crashes on your device, because it's usually just one stupid little tweak out of your 20-some tweaks that's causing it. Next, do you close out backgrounded apps manually or let iOS do it automatically? Over half of you compulsively close background apps manually, so I can see that. I do that myself. I open up OXO and I'm just like, oh god, these are all multitasking, and I just start closing them out, and it just makes me feel good seeing that it completely blank and knowing that nothing is using up my RAM and whatnot. 18% of you let iOS take care of it. 12% of you use a Battery Doctor Pro or /similar app to do it for you, and 6% of you do other. How often do you update your Cydia tweaks? Most of you do it daily, so that's pretty impressive. I do also myself do daily, just because I like to see, all the new stuff in Cydia and keep up to date with everything, as updates for tweaks and stuff do improve them. Some of you do them weekly, some of you do them every other day / multiple times a week. So that is that information. And now here is the most popular Cydia tweaks and apps. So for those of you that did complete the what is your favorite tweak questions, there was what is your number 1 favorite tweak, what is your number 2 favorite tweak, and what is your number 3 favorite tweak. I compiled all 3 of those answers to make up, these are the most popular tweaks. So as you can see, it is OXO, Barrel, Zephyr, Byte SMS, Winterboard, Spring Demise 2, SB Settings, NC Settings. It was really close, almost a tie between NC Settings and SB Settings. So we got 305 for SB Settings, and we got 308 for NC Settings. That's so close. We got iFile, we got Flux, we got Swipe Selection, IntelliScreen X, Dashboard X, Bytefont, Zeppelin, Activator, Lock Info, and Color Keyboard. And of course, the most popular tweak out of all of you guys' surveys is OXO. Definitely an awesome tweak. Again, I'll probably make up a video of all of these tweaks. There are a few more, but I didn't want to add too many on here, just because it would have made it a little bit too big. So I'll probably make a top 25 favorite tweaks by you guys video, which would be pretty cool. It's kind of like the viewer choice, tweaks. So that is the tweaks. And then here is the most popular Winterboard themes. Of course, coming in at number 1 is Icon, and then you have Glasscart, you got Carlo for iOS, Jakku, iShady, you got Style, you got Laguna, and then you got Circles. So those are the most popular Winterboard themes, and like I said, Icon is number 1. And then down at the bottom here, we do have the best comments that I saw that I thought, that caught my eye, and I decided to put them in here. So if you guys want to check these out, again, the link for this infogram will be down in the description if you guys want to go ahead and check it out and play around with it. Like I said, you can interact with all of these graphs, and it's a pretty cool thing. So again, that's going to be pretty much it. That is the average jailbreaker in a nutshell. I will be making some videos here in the near future to kind of support this video, and for battery life and crashes and all that stuff. So definitely stay tuned in, guys. Again, thank you all very much for completing this survey. I probably will be doing something similar to this probably a couple months down the road, maybe just for tweaks or themes or something like that, just to give you guys a great set of videos depending on what you guys tell me. So this is just a great way for me to interact with you. Again, thank you. This has been Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.